Okay, yay. Welcome back to another episode of More to the Story. I am Farron Moore, and today I have the beautiful Miss Kanisha Buss co-hosting with me. Oh, get it,
Hey,
get it.
hey, Happy New Year!
Oh yes, this is our first taping for the new year. So we still saying Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Yes, we're back.
And our lovely guest today, Miss Candace Kane.
This is me, baby, the sweetest of them all.
I'm so excited because we was having a hard time getting the schedule. It was my fault. Classic me. But yes, we was having a bit of a moment getting the schedule together. But we here.
We
I'm
made
excited.
it. New
I'm
year, new
excited.
us. Look at us.
Yes, we got to. Well, no, I told somebody earlier. It was like, no, it's New Year, but it's the same, Farron. I ain't started nothing new just because it's the top of the year. We'll figure it out. But yeah. So since we still talking about New Year's, I want to get into what y'all did for New Year's.
Ooh, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll go first. So I love coming into New Year's making money. That's my thing.
Yes.
If I have the opportunity to work and make a good chunk,
Mhm.
a good chunk of change, I'm gonna do that. So I was doing my burlesque thing.
Yes.
And it felt like a regular night. I don't know about y'all, but this New Year's did not feel like it was New Year'sing. It felt like it was just another Saturday. And so I was at work, and like it didn't really change. My work schedule was the same. I still did my little dances or whatever. Took my pasties, woo, shaking. Everyone had a good time. I'm a burlesque dancer. Got to pop a
Right.
pasty, pop a titty, right? Pop, pop, pop. Anyways,
I get it.
so the clock struck midnight, and I had brought some sparklers for me and my friends because I'm extra like that, and I didn't want to wait for the club to give us something. So I got my little sparklers, and I, was showing it around. And I saw people looking like, dang, where'd they get them? I'm like, I brought them, Shit.
Yes, I love that. Create your own atmosphere. I did the same thing for New Year's.
Yes. And I just partied, kissed my sweetheart and danced with some ladies, and I had a good time.
Yay.
Hey,
I love that.
it.
Right?
And I love somebody bring their own stuff because I be bringing my own lights and everything to the club, so I love it.
Yes. Okay, wait. I was just so excited because she said off camera that she performed for New Year's, but I didn't even tell y'all who the hell she is. I didn't give her any time to introduce herself and tell the folks why she the sweetest of them all.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, for those who don't know, it's your girl, Candace Kane, aka Sweet Miss Candace. I am an entertainer of all sorts. I do burlesque, pole dancing, flexibility, handstands, contortion. I do twerking, my little booty, represent for the little booties
And
out
this
here.
is all performance. Do you teach or you perform?
I teach and perform.
Oh, okay.
So, I teach classes privately. I used to teach at studios, but I prefer just one-on-one instruction. I do a lot of Zoom instruction. Even before the pandemic, I had a lot of clients I was teaching online, like literally all over the world, in Dubai and Japan.
How far are you from Glendale? We about to be in the gym.
Oh, girl, I'm a no-ho.
We about to be.
We're going to make it work. We're going to make
She
it
close
happen.
as
Right?
fuck. I done lost weight. I don't know how to twerk no more. I feel like I've been hurting myself.
Okay, well, look, check it out. New Year's resolution.
Yes.
Learn how to twerk. Get with me. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it happen. My
Yes.
specialty is making people feel like they got it. I am your personal cheerleader. And then also when I perform, I feel like I'm a philanthropist or what I do, because when you come to see me, I don't want you to worry about none of your drama, nothing that's going on outside of these four walls, and what I'm doing for you. You ain't got to worry about that. I want to take you out of that and make sure that you have a good time, because I'm having a good time. So you should have a good time.
Right.
So yeah, I do all of that. I do concerts every now and then, like Snoop Dogg, Ashanti. I've done some dancing for like the Grammys, Billboard Music Awards.
She out here.
I'm out here. I'm
All
in
the
these
way.
streets.
Okay.
She is
Selectively.
motherfucking out here.
Selectively.
I love the selective.
Right, selective streets. Kanisha, co-host. And me and Kanisha got an announcement towards the end of the show.
Yes,
too.
we do.
But yes. But what did you do for New Year's?
What I've done every New Year. So back in the day, I used to drive Uber. But every New Year's I go drive because it's hundreds on top of hundreds of dollars. Them rides be
really?
oh my God, they charge you $100 to go 10 feet. So I put my barrier up in my car so that I could separate the front from the back. And I drove from 6 p.m. till 9:30. Okay, baby, it caught up on every bill I have. I just
Really?
want to let you know that I went into New Year's and made every bill that I was all of it got paid from driving Uber.
Wow.
And
you said from 6:15 to 9:30?
From 6 at night till 9:30 the next morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but
Dope.
I always stopped to do the countdown. So I went, my brother and his little boo, I went over there, and I had my little glasses and everything and did the countdown, ate a little bit, and then went back out. So I always make sure, but I'm always gonna.
So wait, why my scary ass? I went straight to, girl, this is dangerous. So were you like, what did you encounter? Like anything crazy ever happened?
I had some crazy stuff happen, but I started driving Uber back in the day. I always did the late shift. I always did that weird ass shift. But now that I have the barrier up, I feel a lot safer because you can't just jump on me. But I don't even want to bring the mood down. But unfortunately, the dude, right when I picked him up, was just like, I'm about to kill myself. And all I could think is he gonna try to take me with him. It was the scariest 17 minutes of my life. And I was trying to talk him out of it. And then he was just saying how all his skin fell off and his penis fell off and that his colostomy bag was leaking. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to scrub my car. It was a mess. Y'all don't even know. And I tried to talk him out of doing it, and he was like, my mind is made up. I keep people from killing themselves every day. My family's a family of psychologists. It's just done. And I was like, well, is there anything you want to talk about? He was like, man, shut up. I was like, okay. And
he's a man who knows what he wants. Like, I don't know how to.
But he was like, this is it. I was like, maybe I should take you back to your friend's house where I picked you up. It's like, nah, I want them to have a good memory of me. I was like, this is awful. I just it was wild. I was like, yeah, this is why I don't drive. No.
Oh no.
Shit like that. I was like, this is exactly why I don't drive no more. But that was a $67 ride to go 17 minutes. So I'm gonna finish it. But
I got a question as far because I've never driven Uber or anything like that. I know that I've seen when you request a ride, you could ask for them, for the driver to not have be conversational, you prefer a quiet ride.
Yeah.
Are you as a driver able to be like, I prefer a quiet passenger?
Nope.
Damn.
What?
We don't.
Really?
No, we
I wish
can't
that
have
was a thing
I
for
just
y'all.
assumed it went both ways.
You can't even turn people down with pets. And this is cold. I don't care. If and you got a pet, I hit the gas and leave. There's so many people I roll up on, like, nope, vroom, and just take off. So, and then I just put in the thing oh, it was too many passengers, or I be saying all type of stuff.
Really?
But no, you can't request anything. And finally, now you can see where you're going. But back in the day, we didn't even know where we were going. People get in the car and be like, yeah, so I'm going to San Diego. You're like, oh my God.
Get the fuck out my car.
I didn't have so many surprises. I got a surprise San Diego at 2 a.m. I was like, you got to be shitting me. But now you can see where you're going. But back in the day. And they got all these. Yeah, I've gone to San Diego 1,000,000 times. But now, I have, like I said, I haven't driven in so long, but I was like, oh shit, they got a whole bunch of new features. So it's cool.
If somebody surprised me with a fucking drop off in San Diego.
Nope.
So, but Uber's getting
quit that day. I motherfucking quit.
But you do be meeting booze and shit, and Uber get crazy. And I'm gonna just tell you this because it'll bring it right back up. When I was in Miami, should I really say this? It don't matter. It was Miami.
You've already shared too much. You've already shared too much.
I stopped. Wait a minute. I was in Miami and fresh off a breakup, and I smashed my Uber driver in his car on the side of. On the side of a girl.
I applaud you.
Columbia, motherfucker.
Listen, okay?
Oh my
I
God.
applaud you.
So
get it.
Uber be popping, okay? Woo!
Oh my God.
But
I love that so much. That
just an exciting job.
Way to bring it back
I
up.
know. You know what? Let me tell you. Let me going down.
Oh my goodness. So, Candace, today we are talking about foreplay. And I wanted to bring it up because I came across some great facts, but also with you being a dancer, I just assume your foreplay game is crazy.
Ooh, yes.
And
Of
so
course.
she's like, yes.
Does the
it
Birdman hand rub?
Oh, tree, y'all. Okay.
So, yes, tell us tell us a typical, tell us the best, tell us in a perfect world. Typical, best experience, perfect world experience. Like what hasn't happened yet, but it would be perfection. Or have
Okay.
you already achieved perfection?
Oh, okay. So typical foreplay. kissing, caressing the body, oral on both ends, because you gotta get it wet before you can't just go up in there dry. I wish, and not just a little bit. Like you really got to put in some work, because motherfucker, it's only gonna benefit you in the long run. Like, come on now. I would say that's like the typical, right? Something the next level of that is like more senses involved. So like candles, scented candles, maybe massaging before the massage, it ends up into, a full course meal type situation. I would say that having the mood set, like music, the lighting is really important. That's next level stuff. I mean, it's not necessary for every time I'm going to town. However, it does make for a better scenario and more comfortable and just more exciting, right?
So you're very heavy in the atmosphere.
Yes,
You
atmospheric.
need to set a whole mood around you.
Yeah, and even so, foreplay with people dressing up like a little story that you can tell, or like, all right, today I'm gonna pretend like I am, right? Like today I'm gonna pretend like I'm the maid and I'm like in the middle of cleaning the house, and you just happen to be like naked, and I'm just like pretending to not look, and you just are presenting yourself in a way so I can look, and then I'm just like, oh, let me help clean you up, and something like that.
Taking it.
And then I'd say for like a grandioso idea, I would like if we're going all out, like fucking treasure hunt, like leave me some clues so I can figure out where to go next. Because then that whole time the excitement and anticipation is building up. Get like my nipples hard, getting think about it. I'm like, goddamn, put those away. And then having, again, the atmosphere being set, the lights, the sound, the sounds, the scents, having maybe, I really like being catered to. I don't like to do things that other people can do for me if they're able to.
Really?
So like, I can cook, but if you cook for me, I will be I will be a lot more happy, and I will be better to you. So, there are things that are like that. Like, take the load off of me, what is that? The love languages,
the acts of service.
Acts of service is number one on my list. So things that are servicing me is going to make me feel really good. And then in turn, want me to service you. So yeah, as far as like extra foreplay, like I've had people put out like rose petals and stuff, but then the motherfucker made me clean it up afterwards. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe that. But at least, I got that experience. So
yeah. cute experience. That's so dope. Surprisingly though, what have you ever put on a show for a partner?
Oh, most definitely.
Because I'm like, she didn't bring up no dancing in this. And I know this heifer was like, so he walked in and I was in a headstand split. And then
with a candle.
And then I back bed, but I stayed in the split. And it's like, how did your body? And she's like, yeah, I can do that.
Oh, I think I was more so thinking about like people with me, but me with somebody else, my foreplay, I would, and I have danced. I've done, because like I've had a stint in the clubs and I dance exotically, so I know how to do that. So if we're in my place, I've been able to dance on the pole and then dance on another pole. Yeah. Let's just put
pole to pole.
Pole to pole, one pole to the other, and I have done the striptease thing, the role play I've been involved in. But as far as like physical, I like to be handsy and like touchy. So like I like to massage, and even though I dance, I feel like sometimes my partners, because they're so used to me dancing, they don't really even want me to, because they know that that's what I do for work. So they're not really so concerned about that. They just enjoy, I've been lucky, they just enjoy me being me. I don't gotta do too much. And I'm like, all right. But every now and then I'll be like, okay, baby, so you ready? I'm excited. We're gonna do it like
and
this.
Her leg is
just
up,
like that.
Up
I'm ready for you.
by her head.
I'm ready.
For those who are just listening. Wow. Okay. So, Kanisha.
Yes. Do the leg one more time. No time.
Shit, do both at the same time.
That is fantastic.
No hands.
Okay, and she did it like so graceful.
I know.
She pulled her leg from under the table, past my knee, up
to the
by
side of
her
my
head.
head.
Jesus.
Well,
well.
Like they say in Wells Park.
how's that foreplay?
Just that alone.
I got them
I'm
giggling
like,
already.
I know.
I need to run to the bathroom.
Oh, let me start
My
fan
boobs is
fan
tingling
you.
now.
Girl,
Fan it.
Whew.
That's how you do it.
This is why I fucks with her. So heavy. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Whew.
yes.
All right.
Composure.
Right.
You're
So-
blushing.
I am.
What a 2023.
So, yes, Kanisha,
Yes.
I want to be in your business because yes, you co-hosting, but also I don't know your foreplay story.
Man, well, first of all, I just want to say these ones don't be out here doing foreplay like they used to. It's a dying art. You know, I be messing with them young men. It's a dying art.
It's a dying art.
It is. You just be
You
like,
literally, as a woman, you just have to take the lead and just be like, slow down.
you do. They don't. Oh my God.
Slow
I'm
down.
like,
Don't
what-
like that.
Nigga, stop sucking titties. Like, I don't know what's going on in these streets, but people are moving differently. I gotta. But you know, my man is born in the 90s, so that's my problem. It's these young
shit.
I'm 10 years older than my baby father. I'm like, listen, baby, listen.
Get it.
But for me, so I'm good. I'm big on atmosphere, like you said. So I like surprising stuff that you wouldn't expect me to do. Like my Bean's dad, I showed up to LAX in lingerie and got out and he's like, whoa, and I'm in the full lingerie with the whip out LAX. Everybody's looking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yo.
And yes.
He was gone for a month. He was in Honduras. He was gone. So I was like, oh, I got to set it up. And so when we got home, I had the candles leading all the way to a chair and I had decorated it and gave him like a bar with like the ice bucket with the champagne and everything in there. And I did a little dance. And baby, when I tell you I'm not the best at dancing, but shit, he took it. I was in there, you know, doing my little moves and shit, had it decorated. So I like stuff like grand gesture, like stuff like that. And I feel like they put in more work. When you really do something special for them, they're like, you know what? They're gonna go to town. So but and the massages and stuff like that. I'm big on giving the massages and all the kissing. I'm a big licker. And for me, I like a lot of licks. I like bites though. I like very aggressive foreplay, like the come up behind you and start choking you and kissing you. Like I like that. And you're just kind of paralyzed. Like this paralyzes me. And I'm just like, oh my God. And for me, I'm stimulated verbally. Like that's really where you send me over the edge. And I think it's because I grew up watching porn. You know, you didn't have the clear channel, so it was all fuzzy, so it was all audio for me. But I've always been kind of a pervert, so I always
Into
would
the
watch
dirty talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I can't even get turned on if you're not verbally. If you're not saying the right thing, I can't even. So
really?
you get to talking to me crazy, I'm next level. So sexting and shit like that, I'm like, oh my God. Like I can't. I'll be falling and slipping and sliding everywhere. So that's my number one thing is definitely the language. So
Now that you've mentioned that, I realized like my partner often flirts with me throughout the day. So by the time I get to him, you know, things
The
are like,
anticipation
yeah. And, you know,
has
it didn't really
built.
dawn on me until you said that. And I started thinking about my own self. I was like, you know, he do be setting me up for some things. And so by the time I get there, I'd be like anticipating all of that. And the way that you speak is just like, okay, I'm really feeling this. You know, set the story, set the tone.
Yeah.
it is. And you could go back and read it. Like you be reading the old message. I'm like, let me go back. This one's like a nasty.
Scrolling like,
Yes, I got so many old messages. I'll just go back and read like these motherfuckers crazy. So it is. That's where it's at.
Wow, I love that so much.
So what about you?
about you,
You're not
honey?
gonna tell us?
Well, I'm the host. Usually I'll be trying not to talk about myself too much.
Well, take off the ST and tell us.
I'm a hoe.
We want to hear.
I love that. You know what? I am very, very physical. Like I want to be touched. I love that grabbing from behind. I even like to do it. And it's like having a man that can appreciate when you do that. Cause some of them like, what the hell? No, I stand behind you. It's like, relax. Relax.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I love that. And it changes for me because I'm such like an aggressive switch. Some days it's like I don't want to do shit. Completely cater to me. Undress me.
Pillow
Ooh.
Take off
princess.
everything on your own. I don't want to help do anything. And it's other days it's like, I got it. Snatching your pants down. And being able to do that, just have that power to be like, right now, taking this shirt off, snatching these pants down. I'm kiss whatever I
Yes.
want. Don't touch me is my. So being
I
able
love
to
that.
do that, even have that freedom is like also a turn on. But I'm either way, like and I'm kind of apparently I'm moody. So, so
But that's
there is
exciting,
no
you know?
clear cut way. It's like, how do I feel today?
Yep.
I don't want to do anything.
I understand. But that's fun too, because you never know which one you're gonna get. Like, ooh, who's she gonna be today, baby? I don't know.
But kissing is a must no matter what. Kissing is a must. But sometimes it's like I want my hands, I don't want to touch anything. I want to be touched. And it's other times it's like I want my hands everywhere. I want my mouth everywhere. Like it literally just depends on what mood I'm in. That I'm like, this is what I want. And then I make it known. I make it known. But as far as the atmosphere, I actually just bought myself some kind of like strobe light situation. One of them looks like the Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Yep, on the ceiling. So it's really pretty. I have another one that looks like stars. And so now I've really, every time I experienced it somewhere else, it's like, I would love this while I'm fucking.
Yep.
Right.
And so,
look up like,
Yeah.
right?
damn, that's pretty.
That's beautiful. Like, it's making me feel. So yeah, so I actually just bought some lights to like add to the atmosphere. And music is an absolute must.
Oh, yes.
Absolute must. No matter what. I don't care if I'm fucking backseat of the car. It's like, wait a minute, let me change the playlist.
Yes.
Make sure they actually playing the like a Apple Music or a Spotify, because
Yes.
otherwise you get a commercial in the middle of it. And you
Girl,
just
no.
like,
No,
I
I got
got
playlists
Spotify
in my
Premium.
phone. Yeah.
you over there
Full
humping
playlist.
and crunching. Living spaces. Like, oh no. Like, damn, I should probably get a new carpet for my living room. That throw needs to be thrown out.
Oh, right. Reminder. Yeah. I needed a new couch. And it was like, I'm gonna check living spaces. Like pull you right out of it. But yeah. But music is an absolute must. Like and I'm picky about the music because it has I'm picky about the music and about the sound of it because I cannot do it just playing from my phone. It has to be a legit speaker. Because playing from my phone, it's something about the sound from audio from your phone. Like it just, I don't know, it don't hit the same way. And I'd be like, I'd rather just listen to myself. But yes. So this came up because where is it? I saw no. Go back. I had it pulled up. I was actually ready and it just closed on me. So give me a minute.
Oh, no problem. Now I'm over here in my head going, living spaces. That's about to be stuck all day long.
You know,
understand me?
speaking of, I'm going to take the time while she was talking about that, like the audio that you listen to while you're having sex is important. I remember there was one time I was doing it with somebody and we were watching a movie. And at that time that we were doing it, like the woman on the TV was like giving birth or something. And so like all of a sudden I hear children crying and scream like babies. And I was just like, I can't. And I'm looking at him like, how do you not hear this? And he just seems like he tuned it out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't. I got up. I was like, yo, hold on. Turn that shit off. I was like, how did you not? He's like, but I'm just so focused. I was like, but you can't not be focused.
Let me tell you something. Men in regular life, we don't be hearing these fucking babies crying. Excuse my language. Okay? Like, so I'm the only one. We are prone to hear the baby cries. They don't hear it. He was like, let me go get this baby.
Tuned out.
Regular. They're used to that. So especially if they're getting some, he really didn't hear it.
Facts. She may have a point there.
Man.
Yes, but I found this thread on IG about the benefits. Actually, it's benefits to men, but actually, no, it's just benefits to eating pussy. And so I was like,
I benefit. If that's the case, I'm not a man.
Right, exactly. So I was like, once the first one, it says it promotes beard growth. So I was like, it's for men. But then I thought about the other ones. I was like, not all of them. So it can promote beard growth, apparently. Eating pussy can increase testosterone levels, which can in turn promote beard growth. Have y'all ever heard that shit?
Several times I've
I
heard
have
that.
heard
I've heard
that.
that. Yeah. Especially if you
haven't
see men
never
with
heard-
beards, they be like, I got this beard. They always be saying
See,
that.
I've just always thought it was just them being silly. I didn't know there was any like fact, any action.
I've heard guys say that, like pussy juice moisturizes their beard and shit. So they're like, you can come wet my beard. I'm like, nah. Because you got to think about it. Like, beards hold so much bacteria and
it's
shit.
like-
so I'm like, I don't even know
No,
if
if
I
you-
want my regions next to that unless
Yes,
you are
it's like,
freshly shampooed.
Have you
Yeah.
Have you properly cleaned that, sir? Yeah, definitely.
Nah, you got food crumbs in your ass.
Like, what the
What's going on?
No.
Yeah, about to say, yeah, because sometimes watching men who have beards eat, it's like, no, what's that?
Mhm.
Gross. Get that Hagrid face out of here.
Hagrid. Oh no.
It can improve digestive health. Was another one,
Hmm.
right?
I'm curious how the
So-
science behind that.
It says the bacteria found in yogurt is the same bacteria found in the vagina.
Okay.
The name of the bacteria is lactobacilli, and it is a good bacteria and it can improve gut health.
I believe that
See?
because when you're having issues down there, they'll
They
tell
say
you to put
eat
yogurt, to
yogurt.
eat yogurt, and some people put the yogurt up in there.
Yeah,
It's like soak it in and put it in there. So that
So-
could be very true.
Yeah.
Eating pussy is the equivalent of drinking a kombucha.
Yes.
It's good for your gut. Got it.
Come here, little kombucha. That's what
All right. All right.
Why you call me that, girl? Don't you worry about it.
I'm
Start
reading.
calling you Bucha.
I was just about to say I'm gonna start calling my pussy Bucha. It feels fitting.
No, a little effervescence in that shit.
Put a little coochie essence.
Dang.
It says also it can improve your skin. Pussy produces lactic acid and squalene, which can hydrate your skin and keep it supple. It can also exfoliate dead skin on your lips and make it pinker. You know what though? I have found though that the more oral I give, the softer my lips are. I don't be needing lip balm and stuff. So every time my lips dry, I be like, I think I need to give head. Like I was complaining about my lips today. I was like, this Nivea lip balm ain't hitting the same. I think mama need to do other therapies.
I am intrigued by that.
Yes. So that one I feel like I've actually experienced.
Okay.
Yes.
I now will go into the next venture thinking about this is going to be good for my lips and yours.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Just rub it all over your face.
Yes.
From head to chin, from your forehead to chin. Okay, the next one. It can prevent illnesses like cancer and heart diseases. The gasp. The gasp. This face right here. You're like, oh my God. Okay. Y'all do your own research. I'm gonna do my own. I just thought this was very interesting. According to a research that was conducted in the State University of New York, the most important meal for a man is the vagina.
I want to meet the women that wrote all this up.
right? I was going to say.
That one just seemed like she tired of him saying, I don't really do that.
The studies right here, baby. The studies. Let me save your life.
The snort every time takes me out.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to help you. Help me help you.
Yeah.
Cancer and heart disease. But I love how this actually
Well, I'm
basically-
going to suggest that because it lowers your stress, right? And if you're not stressed, cancer and disease is less likely to fester in your body because you're giving
And-
yourself a healthier body.
And if it's actually good for your digestive system, then a lot of illnesses, the gut.
Starts in
Is-
the gut.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you know what?
Eat a pussy, save your life.
We just decided this is factual.
Yeah.
And listen to us.
And factual.
It can improve your mental and physical health. Produces oxytocin that can improve your mood and alleviate depression.
Facts.
I feel like that's just oral, period.
Facts.
Like, especially if you do it, if you actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because, yes, people who don't enjoy it, they be stressed the hell out.
They need not do it. Like,
Yeah.
don't do it if you don't enjoy it, because
Yeah.
it's gonna come out. Like, we can tell
We
you're
can
doing
tell.
it with lackluster energy.
Yes.
Yes, it's like, I'd rather you find somewhere else to put that energy on this
Right.
body. Than
No, leave the half-assing in 2022 or doing everything with your full ass.
full
That
ass.
includes oral, okay?
Full ass. And she said what she
Ooh.
said, and she stroked the brim of this hat she got on. Sis,
Mm.
she's over here giving. Y'all not ready. It is the fastest and easiest way to make your woman orgasm. Most women cannot orgasm through penetration. Eating her is one of the easier ways to give her a leg shaking orgasm. That I subscribe to this. And apparently, look at Kanisha's face. Her too. #us.
Yes.
Because, yeah, just from straight penetration, just going from a kiss to humping, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And the last, she's like, I don't have that problem.
I mean,
she over
it
here
can.
quiet as
I was just
fuck.
let y'all have y'all moment. I'm like, I mean, we can go from that to this without that. However, you just got to really have that dang-a-lang that know what to do and have them angles. It's about angles for me, because I'm like, you ain't gonna get me in every position and think you're gonna get me like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's like about 3 of them that you for sure gonna get the results that you are looking for.
Yes.
And everything else is just enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And that's fine.
It's like, yeah, I'm having a good time, but yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, I can't go straight to missionary, or you're never gonna get that out of me. Like,
never gonna get it.
never gonna get it.
Never.
I need some bounce around, some sides, some backs.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, big finish. Anyway, is orgasm every time important to y'all?
So I have often categorized it as 2 different things. You got like orgasming, and then you have coming. I don't believe that they are the same thing for me.
Ooh, break it down.
So I can come without orgasming. I can, like, that body shaking, all that does not always happen when you have a release of fluid from me. Not gonna happen all the time. I could also orgasm, and sometimes I don't come. So, like, those are, at least with me, that's how it is in my body and how I work. And I believe that I would prefer the orgasm, because that feeling is wholly experienced, versus coming. I think it's really sensual. So I would prefer to have the orgasm versus just like giving him that physical satisfaction that they can see, like, oh, I made something wet, you know? Like, nah, you saw the way I was shaking. That should make you want to do that more often, you know? Not just like, oh, look, wet spot. Nah.
Love that. I have never heard it broken down like that, but I experience both of those things, and I've just always been like, samesies, but they feel totally different.
Almost definitely.
Yeah. Shit, I feel dumb as hell. Okay, how about you?
Well, one, I don't do anything with men. It's rare. Like, I just have sex as it feels good, but it don't have no ending to me, so I'm just there. But by myself, baby, I've done both by myself.
Wow.
So now I'm sitting here going, oh, you know what? Sometimes it's just a little, and then sometimes I'll be like, I know my neighbor is like, who the fuck is over there? But it just be me. Let me tell you something. That massager from Costco, the one where, baby, it's for your back.
One?
It's just the. And you know, they did the thing on Instagram where, like, you put your finger next to it and it was
and it goes like that.
That moment right there. Yes.
You use that?
Oh my God.
That seems like
Shit.
some
I'm
jackhammer
ready
shit.
to go to the hospital. And you listen, baby.
You like that bitch that almost killed herself trying to tase her?
Yeah.
She was trying to vibrate with a taser and couldn't get it off of her. And she would just sit. Oh, no.
Shit.
Her muscles seized and it was just held there.
Yeah.
Po babies.
But that
Sorry.
is the best investment I've ever made. And,
Look at this smile.
I love it. And so that's when you just be just sucked up afterwards. Yeah. So
she couldn't even get her words. She about to go home and grab this bitch right now.
I know. So even before I even get it popping, I'll just kind of do it myself. Just because I know sex don't really have an ending for me. But I just like having, it still feels good. People like, then why do you have it? Because it's still incredible.
Right.
Just don't have.
I'm curious. Sex doesn't have an ending for you.
Right.
You don't get tired?
Well, they're gonna be tired before me, so then they're done. Then it ends when they're when they're done.
Mm-hmm. So you don't throw in the white flag?
No.
Okay, I'm either intrigued or sad for you. I don't know which one.
Well, I'm sad be very sad for me because my sister, you could touch her and she could. So we are always talking about. I'm very jealous of it. But like now the men don't know. Everybody thinks they're doing something. I'm the number one faker of all times, but they don't know.
Okay.
And because now some men tell. Basically, I'm gonna just say it's a lot of men walking around thinking that they were the first ones to, because they're too sensitive to feeling, and I try stuff, but it just doesn't work, and it's very sad. It is really sad.
Okay,
I know, but I
use toys with your partners. Does that help?
Nothing helps, unless I'm like, yo, hold the gun, But then so I'd rather just be in peace, and then if they really see what my reaction is, then they'll know now, okay, something doesn't match up here. You know what I'm saying? So if they see the real reaction, they're like, hold on. So I also don't want to go through that either. But no, sex just don't have no ending for me. But it's popping though.
I've heard that with lesbian sex. You don't really know when you're done because it's two women. You know, it's not like one just like splooshes and then that's it because we can just keep going. Yeah. So I was just like, I've never really heard a woman say that about sex with a man. So that was intriguing to me.
Yeah. That's so true. The whole sex with a woman is like,
shit lasts forever.
Not just lasts forever, but it's like even we can get confused about whether or not they've come to. So it's like, hey, communicate, bitch.
Let me know what's up.
Let me know. Don't have me down here looking like one of them niggas. Like I'm out here to prove a motherfucking point.
Right.
Oh shit! Oh, don't have me looking like one of them niggas is hilarious, yo.
Don't fake with me, bitch. Tell me the truth. We about to get this.
So
she said,
so day after day.
Oh my God. Okay. So we talked about what we like. We talked about some benefits of talked about what we like as far as foreplay. But can you really describe or explain why it's important to you? Because I feel like each person, it's important to them for a different reason.
Why it's important?
Yes, why it's important
to have
foreplay.
Foreplay.
Yes.
Well, scientifically speaking, right? I'm gonna hit it with the science facts. A woman's vagina at rest is only so deep. So you have to have some sort of excitement and what we call foreplay to elongate that hallway so you actually have somewhere to stick that shit in. So that's important because otherwise it's uncomfortable. And then as far as lubrication is concerned, we don't necessarily need lube. It is a helpful tool. I do not shame people that use lube. I use lube. Right. Lube is my friend. Yes. However, if you foreplay enough, you won't need it. And you can just enjoy the natural secretions that make that shit ooey gooey gushy in all the right places. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. All of that. So, and I asked that question because it's one of those things where some people is like, I need this to like solely to connect with my partner because I can't have sex without like a kind of an emotional connection or and it's not even about the physicality for them. And I've heard that side of it. And I've heard other people say, no, it just helps me get wet so we could get started, So it's like, why is it important to y'all individually?
Well, I'm going with her with that as well. Like especially the older you get, I feel like, I need a little revving up. Like in your 20s, you can just bust it open. But I feel like the older you get, you know what I'm saying? It's like
bust it open.
The excitement, like it just makes you more exciting and look, forward to the sex more. And it also it stretches the process out, especially the older these men get too. They got about 8.5 good minutes, So then it makes the experience longer. And sometimes, the quickies is where it's at. But you know what I'm saying? Especially the older people get, we need more, it's fun. And it's also, it's fun and it's exciting and it just makes for a better time. And, sometimes you have time for a lot of foreplay and then sometimes you don't. But for me, it's exciting, especially since I don't have a finish that it just makes the experience better.
Yeah.
I do believe the emotional connection only applies with people that I feel that type of emotion with, because keeping it real, I have had sex with people that I was like in relationships with, and then I've had sex with people who are, friends with benefits or just like that's kind of our relationship is the sex.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like there has to be anything to solidify like the love aspect of it, because it's not like we're not loving on each other in that way. Like we have a love for each other, but not in that romantic way. But I also can recall partners that I've had in the past that were just sexual, but were very romantic lovers. Like that's just how they got down.
Yeah.
So I think it's case by case.
Case by case. How does your foreplay differ between those two scenarios? I love you versus like friends with benefit type.
I don't think that for me it does.
Oh, really?
I think that I like to show out and make sure that you have a really memorable moment with me.
Yes.
And that, you never, ever have anything bad to say about me, especially sexually, because I am like my sexual prowess, man.
She's like, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Indeed. Like if you had an issue, it had to be something with you, not me.
Oh.
I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know what the fuck I bring. And I'm really good at my shit. I've got plenty of experience. So gonna keep it at that.
And Sweet Miss Candy Kane said what she said.
Okay.
Hey, this brim is
the brim is my part. Okay?
Out, right.
The brim is my part.
So now I want to get into like your Dancy Dance business a little bit. Oh, get it? Yes.
Dancy dance.
That's what you do on stage?
I'm like, coming next to the stage, Candace Kane. To the left, to the left.
I love it.
To the right.
Not Tootsie Roll. So did you start out like stripping, or have you always been cabaret or more? What was your start?
What was my start?
Yes.
I was a dancer, ballet, jazz, modern, all through my school years, middle school or elementary school, middle school, high school, college.
So you have like for real formal training.
Yeah, I did ballet. I had like Russian ballet teachers. I did a little stint at like Debbie Allen and Lula Washington. And if you in LA, especially Black in LA, you understand those, So I had always loved dancing, but it wasn't until I was like maybe in my mid-teens that I took interest in like wanting to pole dance. I remember there was this place called like Crunch Gym in Hollywood that had pole dance classes, but you had to be like 18 to take the class.
Yeah.
So I never went. But me and my best friend would like, be on the stop sign by her house, like trying to flip upside down and shit. Like, I mean, it wasn't like a sexual thing for me. Like I just thought it was really cool to be able to do all these things. So flash forward, when I was 19 years old, I had started taking pole classes. And I loved it. It was a really great workout for me. And it was also a way for me to connect with like my sexuality. Because as someone who developed physically really early, I got a lot of sexual attention that I really wasn't ready for, nor did I need or should have received.
Right.
Keeping it real. Just because I look grown doesn't mean that I am grown. Don't justify that shit. So I was like kind of shy in a lot of ways. So I kind of wanted to reclaim my sexy and do this pole dancing and like really feel good and learn how to move. And I took to it. I started taking classes like 2-3 times a week. Got my best friends to like buy poles because I was too broke to buy one. So I was like, yeah, you should get a pole and learn how to pole dance. And I'll just be at their house practicing.
Yes.
The manipulation.
Right.
She made it her idea.
Oh, yeah, totally. And so I did that. And then from pole dancing, there was a time in my life where I was short on rent, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, this waitressing job, and like the tips have been shit this week. Like, I don't know what to do. And my boyfriend at the time was not paying for my rent, even though he was always over my house. Whatever. Been there, done that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take my skills to the strip club. Nervous as shit. And I fucking did it. And I made money, and I was like, all right, cool. This is supplement to what I need. So like at the time, I think I just turned 21. Yeah, I just turned 21. So I started dancing whenever I felt like I needed something to do. You know, I didn't make it like my job 9 to 5 every week. And then I came away from waitressing and decided to go full-time into pole dancing as a performer and a teacher, because I was offered the opportunity to be able to teach at the studio that I had trained at. And I had experience teaching, because even though I did like jazz and ballet and stuff, I still had body awareness. I understand like how to stretch and all these different things that I was able to accrue through like my life of a dancer. So I was able to apply that through like the pole dancing thing. And then so when I started pole dancing, I was able to perform not necessarily as a stripper. Like I didn't have to take my clothes off anymore, but I still was pole dancing and like, you know, bikini bar stuff like Ace of Diamonds, Secret Sundays, things like that. A lot of just,
I'm over here.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
A lot of different places. A lot of different places started hiring go-go's who can pole dance. So that was like my niche for like a long time. And I worked all through West Hollywood and a lot of private events, like, you know, pole danced at like a bunch of G-Eazy's birthday parties, Trinidad James' birthday party, you know, like that was my thing. Like I was like a kind of celebrity pole dancer, you know? And I decided like I can make my living this way. So I stopped waitressing and then just went full into the performing and teaching and, you know, dancing. And I've since started moving away from pole dancing as a performer. I still teach it, but I've been doing it like 10 years. And my body is sore.
Because that ain't no joke. Y'all really be work. People don't understand.
I used to only think of it sexually. And then I saw this dancer on the beach. There's some pole out there, and she was like, it looked like a full-on workout for her. And it was these guys standing around. So she must have been somewhere near Muscle Beach. It was these guys standing around, and they were all in workout stuff, not beach stuff, workout stuff. And they were just in awe of the fact I didn't even get sexual tension from them watching her.
Just watching
like,
that body
it was like
crazy.
She's so strong.
Yes. It is.
But she doesn't look like all buff. And it's like, how is this petite person this strong? Because when I tell you my upper body strength is trash, I just look strong.
But muscles are for show.
Yes. That it's a workout. Y'all be working.
And I be like legit in awe now. So now when I see somebody, I just like
I love watching this.
I love you and hate you.
Like, for me, like I feel like a little jaded a bit just because I have so much experience. So like last night I was at the strip club for my boyfriend's
you can't even enjoy it no more.
Birthday. I mean, not really. I kind of look at it like, oh, that's so cute, you know? And, you know, I try not to, but every now and then I'll be like, well, if you need some lessons. Like,
I was just about to say, you've been sitting there critiquing like, oh, she could have.
Yeah, but it's even funnier because like, even though like I've been out of the clubs for a very long time, but I guess my name's still around. Like I was in Vegas, in December at some random club I ain't never been to. And I'm sitting with my friends and, you know, enjoying the scene and everything. And this girl's like giving a lap dance like at the table behind me. And like, she looks at me, she's like, are you Candace? Like in the middle of her lap dance. So it's like, yeah. She's like, oh my God. Like stops dancing, starts going off like, I followed you for years and you're so amazing. Like, I just wish I could pole like you and da-da-da-da-da. And like the guys are sitting there like, who's Candace? And she's like, oh shit, sorry. And so like finishes the dance and comes over and talks to me. I was like, that's cute.
I love that. Yeah. That's so dope. So before we get out of here, I want to jump on me and Kanisha's announcements.
Y'all having a baby?
Yes. We kind of are.
Yes.
We're giving birth to a new project called Secret Menu. And Secret Menu You ready?
Yeah.
Where Secret Menu will delve into us learning about the different facets of the fetish, kink, and BDSM lifestyles and learning them as we go. So you'll probably end up seeing Candace again.
Oh
Yeah, I was just like, hold on, let me go
this
ahead
show
and pull
about to
some
be
shit
crazy.
up.
Yes.
Yes, because just in me becoming more, actually both of us
Yes.
becoming more aware of our sexual interests
Yes.
and everything, we have swapped stories and realized like how much we know and don't know.
Yep.
And we was like, man, we want to learn shit. We bet other people want to learn shit.
Of course they want to learn stuff and to figure out how normal it is because people be feeling shy about their shit.
Yes.
So we're going to break everybody
It's
out the
a
closet.
tribe out there.
Yes.
There's a tribe for everything. See? Yes.
It's me and my boo.
Yes.
Our little kink,
It's so-
kink shoot.
Yes.
So,
You know.
oh my God.
Oh,
that
yeah.
outfit
Oh,
is
I
so
love-
fucking
yes.
hot.
Right.
That's so
We can't show-
sexy.
you know.
I know we can't show.
No,
It's so
yeah,
sexy
yeah.
though.
It was fun.
So yeah, she coming back.
Yes.
We're gonna get kinky.
She gonna be on Secret Menu definitely. But yeah, so we are jumping into all of that. We want to experience it all. She's had a little BDSM session on someone else's podcast, and she's like, I
And
have
it
not
changed
been the same.
I haven't been the same. And that's why I feel like I was missing a lot of stuff. I mean, they had me, I forgot I was even being recorded, girl. I had never had nipple clamps. They had the thing around my neck, hand on
She
slap, all types
forgot
of
it
shit.
was cameras.
I forgot it
on.
was cameras and I just transcended, and now I'm not okay. Like I'm like, okay,
I need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, you just gotta find your people. And so
Yeah.
that's what this show is about now. You know, me really figuring it out, us figuring
Mhm.
out what we have it, the things we do and don't know,
Yeah.
having experts come in and really, you know,
Yeah.
and inspiring other people to take it, because now I'm woo,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah.
And she ready. She ready. And and I've had experience with a dom and who's actually a switch. So now it's like that I'm full on, like I'm one way or the other now. It literally depends on what's needed at the time,
Yeah.
because I always knew I was, but now I've been able to actually walk in that, and I've been learning so much.
Mhm.
From them. So I'm like, okay, what else we got? What else we,
We
got
gotta
to
get it
learn?
all, 'cause-
I
What else
definitely
we
wanna
got to
know.
learn?
Because he told me, he was like, you're a natural sub. I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but I'm ready to figure it out.
Yes. And me, it's funny
Yeah.
because like before we even like really started talking about that, it was like, you're an obvious switch. And I was like, what's that? Like, what does that really mean? I've heard it, but what does it really mean? And
Yeah.
so just the breakdown, I was like, oh yeah. And then I also have like this, I don't know, I kind of, if I feel safe, I tend to regress and become a very childlike,
Mhm,
not
mhm.
little bitty, like more older teenager
Yeah.
Mhm.
type, and I'm just really silly. They've heard me say a million times,
Mhm.
I'm so goofy, so I'm really silly. And even that, it's like that is a space that I'm learning that I can feel safe playing in. So we'll see.
Kink is like a form of therapy.
It
as
is.
well,
It legit.
You know?
It legit is.
I've
And
had a few experiences here and there, and like
Uh-huh.
you know, one quick thing as far as like I didn't realize how much I like impact play, like flogging and spanking
Mhm.
and stuff. You know, there was this thing called Skirt Club for women who like women, and they host a lot of like secret events for women that are like more exclusive. That
Mhm.
you know, so you feel
Yeah.
comfortable. It's not like
Right.
all out in the open. They don't like publicize everything.
Yeah.
Your photos not blasting everywhere.
Mhm.
And they had like a practitioner come in and like do the flogging. And I remember when she was doing it, very similar to how you might have felt. Like I forgot everyone was there. Like I was sitting there like, this is really exciting me. I
Yes.
felt so
Yes.
turned on and everything.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, I need to do more of that. And then I realized like I like doing it too, like being the one to administer the pain. Like, oh, fuck.
Really?
So yeah,
I'm trying to
definitely
get used to hurting
switch
people. I
energy.
haven't been able to hurt people yet, but not past a bite. But I've done the whole public flogging thing. It was friends around or whatever, and a female friend of mine flogged me, and I forgot. And she was like, you went a really long time. And she was like, and I was increasingly getting harder. I was like, I know, because I went home, got in the shower, and realized I had a flog burn on my ass.
See, I didn't even know you get a burn.
Right. I didn't realize I had pushed myself so far. But also, so next session.
Right.
When are we going to do it
happening
again?
this Saturday. I'll give you guys information on that.
Okay. We'll be there. All right. I ain't doing shit this weekend. If I was, I ain't now.
I love it.
But yeah, so look out for a secret menu with me and Kanisha Bus. It is coming. It's underway.
Very soon.
It's underway. We very excited about this. Like, that's why we're being so public with this announcement, because it is coming and we are fucking ecstatic. Okay. So tell the people where to find you on all the things.
Okay, you can find me at Sweet Miss Candace. That's MS. Candace with an A. Candace. And Candace, not Candice, right? I am on the Instagram. I just launched an OnlyFans page. Ooh, 2023, new me, titties, ooh. So that's Candace Kane. And if you want to like come and learn from me in a really beautiful place in Mexico, I have a retreat that I'm teaching this February 4th through 11th at the Villa Milagro in Troncones, Mexico. It's a week-long intensive with me as your teacher, teaching you twerk, handstands, pole dancing, burlesque. We get to eat food that's cooked by our chef every twice a day.
How much is this? Can I ask for an early birthday present?
You probably could, girl. It's hella cheap. Like I made it so that people would want to come. So I'm like, I honestly, I love teaching and I like being in beautiful places. So if I could teach in a beautiful place and have like a good group of people with me, like that's what it's about. So yeah, that's a sweet retreat camp.
Sweet retreat
Miss Candace.
Oh, I love it. I love that.
I love it.
Yay. Y'all come meet me at the place. When is this episode coming out, Amir? I don't even know. I lost track. Oh, the next one. So what? 10th. Oh, okay. So yeah, y'all got time. It's just today is January 10th. Just go. What you waiting for? Yeah, so dope. So thank you for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to have you because we're doing it secret menu at a different studio. So I can't wait to have you on that show.
I'm down. Can I come dressed up? I got
yes!
attire, baby. I will come down. I will come right just like that.
Sit next to me.
Yes. You might end up with a leash on you by the end of this episode. You'll be sitting here like,
I may have one on when you get there, okay? You make it easy for you. I brought one.
Right.
I brought one. Here you go.
You're such a good girl.
I don't know what it is about that word.
I love being called a girl so much.
Oh my God. Good girl. It just... I have sexual Tourette's. If you say the right thing, I just oh my God, I'm so sorry, everybody.
Kanisha, you are such a good girl.
I don't know why I love it so much. The Dom I work with, he always called me his girl. And I was like, I don't know what it is. I love that so much. But anyway, warming up, time to sit. Come on, serious up. And be serious. Okay, so this has been another episode of More to the Story. I want to thank Miss Sweet Candace Kane for coming out. And I want to thank my lovely co-host today, Miss Kanisha Bus. This wave.
I'm into my wave.
For joining me. And see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.